Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Star Citizen Alpha 4.0.1 is incoming, at least to the PTU. CIG put out a little post, Wikipedia did in fact, saying team is still working on some more DGS hotfixes, dedicated game server, that we may be able to get out onto the servers this week, hopefully by tomorrow, so that'll be today now. We're also setting up for 4.0.1 going on to the PTU as early as Thursday next week, which has already quite a few hotfixes and updates that didn't make it into the base 4.0. If things do happen by tomorrow, I'll update here. So at the moment, I'm keenly awaiting more hotfixes for Alpha 4.0, and you can expect more hotfixes for that patch over the next few days. And then 4.0.1 on the PTU next week. Now, when that's ready, it'll be replacing the 4.0 preview build with that new 0.1 patch. There shouldn't be a wipe with that as well, beyond just refinery jobs and volatile items and consumables getting wiped. Please bear in mind, if CIG go, oh, a good way of fixing a load of the problems that 4.0 has is to have another wipe, they will wipe properly. Like that is potentially something they could do, but they've basically said, look, we actually want the progress from 4.0 preview to carry over to 4.0 or 4.0.x live. Just bear that in mind, and I'm really interested to know what you think. Would you prefer a wipe when 4.0.x goes fully live, or do you want stuff to just to carry over, or do you not care? Just going, I prefer to have a more playable game. I'm also really interested to know what people think about CIG working through Christmas, New Year, and early January. Now, obviously it's not the whole office or anything, but there was a good amount of people still working on hotfixes and getting 4.0 into a better state throughout the last couple of weeks, and it's much needed. 4.0 has been plagued by bugs, some of which can't be hotfixed as well. They require that 4.0.1 patch to be deployed to fix client issues and to make some of the server and hotfix updates stick better. Some players are still having issues joining servers, spawning ships, leaving hangars. There are major mission problems. Admittedly, CIG have fixed a load of the 30k and crashing out issues, players not being able to play. Some players, though, are still locked out of the game effectively. CIG did say recently a few things, and they will be updating us more about fixes they've got for 4.0 and the significant issues that they're trying to solve. They did try to solve, or at least are working on, global lag. They now know that server meshing at scale with a load of players on a single shard is causing a load of interesting infrastructure issues. Lots of stuff being spammed on servers that they didn't expect. A series of hotfixes have been already deployed to reduce global lag, resulting in improved reactions and responsiveness and faster login queue times, things like that. You will notice that if you're on a good server, everything is pretty snappy and everything is working pretty well. But there are still problems there that CIG needs to solve and further optimize. Also, mission service, that's had a load of degraded performance, and the more sort of missions and the longer a server's been up, the more problems this seems to have. So they have been hotfixing this, but there are still issues there. Hangar spawn as well. So this is the thing that I want to come back into the game properly and stay. They basically gone, look, you can spawn in your hangar at your home location rather than spawning in your hab. So you spawn there. Great. That cuts out a load of travel time. You can get straight into the game. You save 10 minutes. 10 minutes or potentially even more every time you load the game, just being able to get straight into the gameplay. But they've had to go, we're going to disable that for now because it was causing some problems. So it is only temporarily disabled, and hopefully they'll be bringing it back in this 4.0.1 patch if it all works properly. So yeah, their current focus is just getting 4.0 in a playable state as possible. I'd really like a fast elevator from hospital straight to my hangar, or the ability just to spawn in the emergency elevator in my hangar when I die and that sort of stuff. Also, CIG did say, in addition to these, we're currently in the middle of rolling out service updates aimed at optimizing reputation and mission services, social system improvements, preventing concurrent unstows of hangars, and safeguarding against the current leading cause of hybrid crashes. And they've done a good amount of fixing to this over the last week or so, admittedly, but as I said, there's still more to do. There's annoying issues with interacting with loot. There's FPS and PvP bits that they need to solve. I really love contested zones, but they are a mixed bag when it comes to lag, latency, jank, and just random PvP. And when you're having a bit of a janky experience and a lot of the stuff isn't balanced properly, it can be quite frustrating. I have seen some people complain about contested zones and saying like, oh, they didn't back Tarkov. But, well, you could say that about any individual gameplay loop in Star Citizen. The fact that they're adding more gameplay loops to cater for different things, that's better, right? Like, they've got this FPS-styled loot extraction stuff that isn't a huge portion of the game, but it's a part of the game that you can focus at if you want to. I think it's great. I want MMO dungeons. I want that for spaceship battles as well as FPS stuff at all scales. I typically find that people that say this isn't what I want or whatever and then complain about it, I don't really understand what you're complaining about. Not all gameplay is for everyone, and it certainly doesn't take away anything from the game. It only adds to it. It adds to the economy, it adds to the way that missions and players and roles all interact with each other. But that's just my thoughts on that, and I'm interested to know what other people think. I do have some expectations for 4.0.1. That is that it's going to be on the PTU next week, and then the preview build most likely the week after. You're going to see more optimization here. You're going to see a load of fixes for the most egregious bugs, or at least some of them. I'm hoping that we'll see the return of spawning in home hangars, and it will be interesting to see how stable that new patch is, because obviously they want to phase out 3.24.3 as quickly as possible, because they want to have all the server and all the power focused on 4.0.x and getting that build even more optimal even when it is on the live build, because they want to improve server meshing. They want to get the game as playable as possible by the end of the year. And they don't get that from 3.24.3 stuff, they get that from 4.0 and onwards. Boom! That's it for your updates today. I'm really interested to know your experiences of playing Alpha 4.0. Are you enjoying it? Have you had a terrible time? Have you recently had a bug fix that allows you to play? Are you entirely locked out of your account for some reason? Is there something that you really hope is added to the 4.0.1 build that you think is actually likely or possible? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Also, tell me what you think of contested zones. Is it something you're really enjoying, love the potential of, or just hate the idea of it? You think, I don't want them to even be focusing on that. Tarkov gameplay is terrible. Blah, 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 blah. You can say anything you want. I will respect you. I know I just did rah, 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 but you mean, I'm pretty chill. But you don't have to be, as long as you're civil. I think that's fine. Help the channel by clicking the links below. We haven't got an outro yet, Zin, for NordVPN for this month. Mm-hmm. So you should... Oh, what's that? It's 2025. I don't want someone stealing my keyboard, and neither do you. Also, you can click the links below to get NordVPN. Everyone can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we decided on a ship giveaway?
Yes, we're giving away a Mirai Guardian.
Ooh.
Yes. Ooh, that's exciting. A single-seater, powerful, heavy fighter. I do think the QI variant's better, but maybe you can upgrade it.
We're not
We're not giving away that one. Also, CIG have given this one. They've gone, you want a ship for a giveaway? You can give that one away. I've gone, cool. I'll have that. Well, I'll give it away. Thanks for watching. Happy 2025. Happy New Year. Click the links, join the buttons, comment and subscribes, and all the other things.